Guess what this video is about?
You lose. You lose. You lose. You lose. You lose. You lose.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Did you know you could get demoted in Tekken Online? Let me show you how.
It's TG's yard.
After coming in hot off of a Final Boss Friday win, you're going to come into Tekken Tuesdays fighting against Reina. And on match 1, she's going to end it off with her Rage Art. Tragically enough, you're going to rematch, and then on the second one, she's just going to grab you and end you. And because she's the mysterious character in the story mode, she's going to tell you she knows everything about you, even though they don't explain who she is. Then you're going to fight Ali, and he's going to WWE neckbreaker you to end the first match. In the second match, you already know it's a Rage Art coming. And he's going to make it look nice with a rose at the end. Just tragic. Next, you fight a Brian main. You know how crazy they are. He's just going to combo you for both matches. Precision striking. And yes, I was desperate there. I needed a win, but now that's 3 in a row. So guess what? After you get hit with a flying machine gun, you're now at risk of demotion. And you gotta fight a king main, and you know how that is. Drop kick down the ranked ladder, and then precision striking to end your promotion chance to get back to where you were. You are still a loser, and he's your champion. Next, after that, you're gonna try and get on a roll because, you know, we beat up Steve's here, but y'all didn't come to see that. So then you have to fight a Xiao Yu, and you know they're comboing you all match long, first and second. You're not getting a third. That's it. Wrap it up. You're a loser again. Next, a Jin main. Now, quite frankly, you're going to make it out alive here. But even though you perfect him in the first round, the second match, you're still going to get pieced up because he's the main character of the game. And you'll come out in the third, but at the end of the day, you didn't 2-0 him, so you're still a loser. You're not on a groove. Next, whether you like it or not, you got to double back on Xiao Yu. And even though you're going to make it through the first match, even though it was super close, and you just inched it out, that second match is also going to be close. And that Rage Art is going to get you right up out of there, big guy. So then in the third match, it's not even going to be close. And that heat signature, wrap it up. So after she rolls you over, tucks you into bed, you can get back to your regularly scheduled program.
Get ready for the next battle.
It's Will TG, baby. And we back with another Tekken Tuesday. I get to play spoiler on my first match.
Fight.
Spoiler, I tried to play, but ultimately I came in as a hyped up punching bag.
He was ready for that.
As you saw at the beginning of the video, I lost about 13 matchups between a few different characters. So I wasn't coming In this session, I had already been demoted, so I was just trying to get back into a groove.
That's rough.
But Golden Savage wasn't trying to hear any excuses because this was his promotion match, and he was definitely trying to do everything he possibly could to put me away. Specifically, this one big combo into a powerbomb. I'm feeling like AI right now because I've been trying to make it a point to at least add one new move to my repertoire each video. And it seemed like the amount of practice that I did is the reason why I've had so much difficulty in this one video. I said 13 losses, and I'm coming into this matchup doing shaky over somebody I should be putting away with more success. Each character also has a 10-hit combo that they all learn, and at this point, based on what I was experiencing throughout all of this play session, even with the 7 matchups that you're about to watch, if I'm going to break past this ceiling that I'm currently hitting in the Warrior, just adding a move or two to the repertoire is not going to be enough. I'm going to need to be able to master that 10-hit combo. Bro, the biggest issue that I was having in this video is unfortunately just trying to block too much. And rather I was blocking or unsuccessfully starting a combo. Those punishment moves were just doing me in time after time. It didn't really matter which character it was. And if it wasn't that, I was getting grabbed left and right. Yeah, overall, just keep getting caught. And I need to figure out a better way to successfully start these combos and launch them into just more hits, getting my opponents out much quicker. The amount of health he just took off me is crazy. Whoa. This is obviously not how we want to start a session off, so we're running it back here. And unfortunately, it's just more of the same. I ended up winning a match, but ultimately it was all for nothing because Power Bomb City I was heading to. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to do it for this one.
Get ready for the next battle.
So another Steve main here. This matchup gets a lot easier because of the first final boss Friday, where we pretty much fought a pretty well-versed Steve. Even though this one still brought out some new moves I didn't know Steve was capable of, it's still fairly easy to read what he's about to throw at you. So it was kind of easy trying to put this one away. But as you can see right here, he hit me with a punishment move that disabled me from blocking, so then he was able to follow up with another combo. A more experienced player would have led that into a combo that probably would have already ended that round way quicker. And by no means was Tyrone Beast a slouch. He was definitely catching me with some surprise moves. Like I said, I've just seen a lot of what Steve can throw, and all of the forms seem kind of similar, so I was ready to try and block him, and I knew what attacks I was going to follow up with next. In this video, there was a lot of thrust kicks and then that launching kick that sends him a few feet away from me to try and give me space to enter into that silent entry. Also, this flip stomp slash flip grab combination that I learned definitely also helped with spacing. Finding more ways than one to kind of close the gap between you and your opponent definitely keeps them on their toes because they're not exactly sure what to expect. And the fact that I can cancel out of the silent entry also just adds another element of surprise to my moveset. So I'm learning. Like I said, unfortunately, based on these matchups, the ceiling that I hit on this video is insane. Trying to battle back from a large deficit here. I was able to catch Tyrone Beast and kept it kind of close, but him blocking this rage art didn't help. But this grab did. That was close. It was real close.
Round 4. Fight.
See, I already been demoted once in this video. I was not trying to get demoted again. And it seemed like every time I was getting that much closer, I was able to battle back and get a very solid win. I thought he was about to quit on me for a second. In the second matchup, it was also pretty simple. I was able to just put him away, either with precise striking or the knee counter right here. He just wasn't able to do anything. And I was able to get him out of here 3 and out. Gaining that confidence was super important, because going into this next match, haven't faced one of these before. JohnCena. That's right, I'm playing a account named TUPAC. He's got this big robot Jax 8 dressed up as JohnCena. Now, not to make a whole lot of excuses in this video, but the prowess gap that you'll see in a lot of these matches is very evident. At this moment, I was at 58,000 and I'm playing up against somebody that's 115,000. Now, you could probably go back to the other Tekken Tuesdays and see similar ranges. The difference is you can actually feel the power difference this high up in the ranked competition. But I'm the great, so I could still perfect a round or two. Now, unfortunately for me, I tried to create a green costume, but I decided to blindfold my character for whatever reason. So in this match particular, it was pretty hard to actually see my opponent because I still got pieced up at the end of the day. Even though I had a firm control, it just seemed like control was slipping. And right here, I get caught with that heat signature, and that was it. I know that last one was a bit corny, but I had to get the "you can't see me" joke in there. So this one's getting kind of intense as the clock is running down, and ladies and gentlemen, I just don't have an answer. I don't know how it got so close in a few seconds, or how I lost. Besides, I got grabbed. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going wrong. Genuine. Yeah, still didn't know where I went wrong, but TUPAC over here, he had some sort of game plan against me. But in this matchup, I went up 2-0. Come on now. Let's try to get some confidence back. So it was working for a little bit. It wasn't gonna be that easy.
Round 1. Fight.
Heading into the third matchup, it was back to more of the same. And the power difference that I was talking about earlier, it's not that I couldn't get a win, but to successfully put somebody out two out of 3, I just couldn't find the answer.
Wow.
Get ready for the next battle.
So by this point, I was looking for a more even matchup, and I finally got it here. Unfortunately though, my confidence was still shot by this point, with now going through so many matches and not finding the groove that I'm usually on. So I'm still just trying to piece certain things together, realizing people are blocking too much against me, so I need to use those punishment moves to break their guard or try to grab them and at least get some damage in. Hopefully looking for that window to get the combo open like she was getting here. The heat signature definitely worked in some of these instances. And then sometimes you just gotta stick to the basic combos that you know. Definitely looking for the comeback here. But just like in the last Tekken Tuesday, it's like whenever somebody saw a promotion match, they were just going that much harder, and I can't blame them. I get the same mindset. It's just unfortunately I was allowing certain things to fly that usually just don't get past. But in this match, I was definitely putting it together as I'm up two rounds here. It's also always interesting to see the kind of matchup positions that you're in, as I was coming fresh off the loss, but my opponent here was coming straight in with a 2-win match streak and a promotion chance. So it's like you're fighting somebody that's already struggling versus somebody that's in the groove of things already. So playing spoiler usually just has that much more pressure to stop somebody for even getting on your same level or leaping over you.
I get too greedy sometimes.
The reason why that's interesting is, as you saw, sometimes when I know I should probably still be blocking, I'm trying to get greedy by slipping in a punch or two that would probably open me up for a combo, because they're worried about striking, they're not worried about trying to stop my attacks. But unfortunately, I just don't get them off fast enough, so then I end up getting caught and losing a round. Sometimes overwhelming offense is not the way, and precision striking has to be it. And right there was a great use of the heat signature. Let's go.
Round 1. Fight.
There we go.
Come on.
I needed that. I needed that bad.
Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight.
Starscream now takes the title as the best Yoshimistu player that we have found on this series. Once again, very moveset, and we are still now finding moves that were not pulled off on us in any other video, which I consistently find interesting. Even the fact that he was able to put that together by getting me off the floor and into his heat signature is fantastic, and it's fun to watch. It's just not fun to get beat by. Also, as you've seen a couple of times throughout this video now, that flipping stomp move has been very integral to me fighting moving forward. As I said before, it just allows me to close the gap. It doesn't allow everybody to stay too far away from me to where I can't get my hands raised. Because that flip also leads into a grab maneuver if I can pull it off successfully. But the stomp is a bit easier to execute.
I just jumped right into it. Why?
Round 3. Fight.
I think the other thing here with the little self-awareness and this analysis is to incorporate these new moves within the moveset naturally rather than trying to let those be like the new finishing moves. As I was trying to pull them out at any time that I felt like, oh, this will work here. And some of the moves that I'm already accustomed to would have done fine in certain situations. And unfortunately, this is where I started to get cooked.
Round 4. Fight.
Also, after getting some closer matchups here, it just seems like whenever a window was open, either one of us was taking it to inflict damage. And like I said, at this point, I was just giving out a lot more open windows, unfortunately, than my opponents were.
You lose.
Wow, and then he just one and done me.
Get ready for the next battle.
As we all know, one and dones are never a great feeling, but sometimes you just gotta eat it.
Round 1. Fight.
So really all that means is I just tried to apply all this frustration to I Am Legend 824, but unfortunately once again the Tekken prowess gap is just a little too wide and you could just feel it. Like I said, and that doesn't necessarily mean you can't win a round or can't win a match, but to successfully put somebody away 2 to 3, that's a big task. You really have to be better than your opponent in order to make that happen. And as you can see with a lot of this video, unfortunately, it's just not finding it. Also, we got to keep track of how many good League players that we've been running into, because I Am Legend was definitely giving me a run for my money, as I've never really played any League players online except for the 2 that you've seen in this video, and he was pulling out a lot of leg kicks, leg maneuvers, which I know that is Lee's moveset and playstyle, but it's just interesting to see because you're usually either worried about weapons or what a lot of people's hand combinations are, and a lot of lead moveset is just straight kicks. So because it's out of the ordinary, sometimes it is tough to defend, and I was just getting caught with a lot of low attacks that launched me into huge combos that led to massive damage. Like right here, for my attempt of desperation to get stopped by so many leg kicks, and that's just one move, and he probably just tapped X a few times. Insane. And of course, somebody's trying to use some rage art to get me up out of here, but it was a little more warranted because I had the majority of my health bar. But this is what I'm talking about. His leg kicks are taking off so much health. It's insane.
Let's go. Let's go.
Final round. Fight.
And of course, with this final round coming up, it definitely kept things close and interesting. I just didn't have an answer for a lot of these maneuvers. Just trying to get my own. You know, I was pulling them off here towards the end of my time fighting I Am Legend. It's not going to be as easy. Still wasn't getting caught with that. Come on. And I grabbed to finish it off, does it? It's been a tough video.
Round one. Fight.
I wasn't lying, it has been a tough video. I mean, if you think about it, we're on match 6 because I couldn't get a win. Now, could this have turned out slightly different if I didn't get one and done by the Yoshimistu main? Of course, but we may never know. Why? Why'd I do this? Yep, and unfortunately, I was stuck having to fight this guy, and he was still putting it together for me. Oh no, son, no, son.
You lose.
And that flying kick right there should have summed it all up, ladies and gentlemen. I definitely thought I had more time to execute a move, but unfortunately it was not meant to be. And I'm going into this match against June thinking, I just need one to put it away. And I'm once again going up against somebody who could potentially be promoted by putting me down right now. Fortunately for the viewing experience, these last 2 matchups were actually great competition back and forth. There was actually a Tekken prowess gap in my favor in this matchup. However, still fighting a June character, I just struggle with this one. Whereas Steve's, I don't. June's, she has the ability to reach hard and just gain her health by standing there and striking a pose, which is crazy. Because it feels like you're getting taunted. And she can actually launch an attack straight off of that for massive amounts of damage, and it's a launcher. So, still trying to figure that out. Still not trying to block too much. Still getting grabbed and twirled around like a ballerina, not knowing what I'm doing. I may have gotten a win on the first round, but this was just not an easy matchup. As I was trying to put some grabs together of my own, the confidence isn't there, but I'm now up 2. So 3 and out. Definitely the win that I need, especially to stop her from promoting, which is always a good sign. Now you just got to keep it up. But Misery wasn't quite having that. She still had the promotion chance here. And the waxing begun. I definitely think it's funny how neither of us caught each other with our surprise attacks here or the rage art, but I immediately got caught with that counter. There's no way, How, Sway?
You lose.
I didn't even know that was possible, but I'm glad I did it. Yeah, I wasn't getting caught this time. Let's go. Let's go. Get him out. And with that, I can finally say it's over for this Tuesday. It's been your boy, struggling. Will TG, baby. They done took my heart. I need a video. I'll be back next Tuesday. Peace.
Click on another video.